Welcome back, or welcome for the first time, whichever it happens to be. I want to say thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out, help out the algorithm. But I wanted to tell you before we get into the show, my name is Jaylen Kale. Linktree.com/JAK Productions. That'll take you to my music on Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube, and it'll also take you to my social medias and the Feeling Generous tab. All the proceeds will go to the production value of the podcast and my music, but feel free to check it out. I'm sure I'll have a little thing going right there. It's in the description as well. But appreciate you.
Name's Theo Gale. I make films. You can watch those films at Glasshouse Productions 8 on YouTube, and then you can contact me at Glasshouse Productions 8 on Instagram if you would like to help in any form or way. Behind the scenes acting, anything like that. And all my other links will be in the description in my link tree. That's about it.
Welcome back to the Two Tone Podcast, episode number 52. One full year of podcasting done. You know, who would have thought we'd be here? Alongside me, as always.
Theo Gale.
How you been this week, kid?
I've been doing good.
Hell yeah, not too bad. And super special guest, back-to-back episode with guests. We have a very, very special guest. I'm not sure how to say your name, honestly, so I'll let you go with it.
It's Shipe.
Shipe.
Yep,
Okay.
There you go.
I like that name a lot, actually.
I
That's super
appreciate
cool.
it.
And what is your name as well? I'm sorry.
I'm Sid.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going good. How about you?
Not too bad. What you guys been up to?
Chilling at TrapDoor Tattoos. That's where
Hell
we're at
yeah.
right now. Chilling, vibing.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm about to say, if you watch the show, you know this isn't the studio we usually record in. So we're coming to you live from TrapDoor Tattoos in Irvington, Indianapolis. So come check them out if you're into anime and, tattoos in general. I'm sure they got a style for everybody, but
Definitely.
they do all sorts of little flash tattoo events. You can come in here and get you a little taste and then, hopefully come back, sign up, get a bigger piece done. But with that said, I've noticed that you guys are a newer shop in Irvington. So
Yeah.
with the pop-up events and what did I just say? Flash tattoo events. There you go. So I've noticed you guys like to do those a lot. What's the driving factor behind doing a lot of the flash tattoos?
Promotion mostly. Yeah.
Yeah.
It really depends on kind of the vibe too, and like what's happening within the current event.
Right.
We do like the regular Valentine's, Christmas, Halloween. One of our biggest ones is the Halloween festival. Irvington has one of the largest Halloween festivals in the country.
Oh,
It's
really?
like
I didn't know that.
about like 11,000 people right out front. So
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a crazy event. So that was when we first opened up. We opened up in September. We had our grand opening event. We
Mhm.
did $50 tattoos just to like be like, yo, we're here.
Right. I came in for the original
See?
flash tattoo event. I got
Yeah,
a
see?
couple characters on my knees.
We did. I think we did like close to 100 tattoos that day. So
That's
it was really just
wild.
letting people know we were here.
Right.
And then, like I said, 2 months later, we had the Halloween event and 11,000 people up front. So I was like, all right, we had to do another event.
Right,
Same
right.
kind of vibe, but we've done our best now to kind of like space them out a little bit. So
Mhm.
it's like we have the time to like build up and promote for the events and make the events a lot bigger. Like we just had our anime event. We promoted
Yeah.
for about 2 months ahead of time. It was a great turnout, man.
I must say I wanted to come down, but I had to work sadly that day, and I was like, I would come after work, but it was I was working till 7, and I was like, "There's no way they're still tattooing at 8:30 at night,
Makes
man."
sense.
That's honestly I think we finished up about 8:39.
Yeah,
Right.
just about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it was like right at the end.
I came in. I can't remember which Flash event it was, but I came in like at the tail end of it and got a couple tattoos, and it was super sick to see everybody hanging out, having a fun time.
Yeah, this one was cool because everyone showed up in cosplay too. So we had a bunch
Oh,
of
yeah.
nerds in
Good.
cosplay, kind of vibing out. It was a
I
good
saw you
vibe.
guys had a Beyblade battle going on. That
Yeah.
was sick as
That did
fuck.
better than I thought too. Yeah, I had a bunch of
I
people.
was upset that I couldn't at least come and enjoy the experience, even if I didn't get a tattoo. It looked super fun.
come compete and shit.
Yeah, just let it rip a couple times.
I'm saying.
It looked like a super fun time. But so one thing I noticed on you, Shai, when you first see you got face tats. So
Yeah. The mug.
take me behind the thought process on getting face tats. What's were you just bored one day and you're like, well, the arms and the legs aren't hitting like they used to, man. Just
Nah. No. So the first thought was like seeing people with face tattoos. I
Uh-huh.
saw a couple people that like, especially like a little backstory about me. I hitchhiked and backpacked the whole country.
Oh, that's
so I
super
spent like
fucking cool.
7 years doing that, and
hell yeah.
I met a lot of people with really bad face tattoos, and I realized that it was a lot because they couldn't find someone who was willing to do them for them.
Right.
Everyone was too uncomfortable to do it. It's going to stop you from getting a job. But then I moved to Savannah, Georgia, and the city was just a lot more open to people with face tattoos. I knew a handful of people that like beautiful face tattoos, working regular jobs,
Right.
doing their thing. And it made me realize, like, oh, okay, like you can normalize, like it could be
Right.
cool.
It's one of those things that I feel like is coming into popularity. Is like,
Yeah.
especially with tattoos in more unconventional spots, like the neck and the face.
For
And
sure. It's creeping up.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say my fiance has a couple neck tattoos, and I'm like, I don't know, man. Like the older me is like, you're never gonna get a job. What are people gonna think? And
Send it, bro.
Yeah.
and
Send it.
the other half is I'm like, yeah, fuck it, dog. Get
Yeah,
an
and
eyebrow tattoo. Fuck it.
For me too, and I'm in the industry too, so
Right.
it made me realize, like, if I don't normalize it, the guy who does tattoos, how will it ever be normalized? So
Right.
I decided to make the transition, do it myself, tattoo my face, and now, like, even like 2 weeks ago, we were just on the news for the shop, so a huge demographic of people who would never think or be introduced to someone with face tattoos just got a slap in the face on the
Right.
news,
He's
so
watching the 10 o'clock news. And you're
cool,
like,
yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
some kid
That
out
was
there is
cool.
like, whoa,
you're like, wow,
like,
it's
oh,
possible.
shit.
We could really do
was
that. That's
cool.
crazy.
Yeah, so
I was say it's just one of those things that I think is so fucking cool. Like I don't know if I'd ever have the bravery to go through and get face tats, but
yeah.
it's definitely one of those things you gotta plan it out before
Yeah,
you
for
can't just
sure,
walk
yeah.
in and be like, yeah.
Make sure it, like compliments the face, man.
Right,
Like, that's
yeah.
the biggest thing. A lot of people
I've
are like,
seen
just
that.
throw a word on that bitch.
Oh
Like,
yeah, right. I've seen a few face tats where I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, bud. I'm glad
Yeah.
you like it. 'Cause
Unfortunately, more of those than the good ones, and it
Yeah.
creates like the stigma, and so
Right.
people are like, "Oh, face tattoos," but you see the once in a while good ones, and you're like, okay, it look decent,
Right.
okay." Like,
it's well done,
Yeah.
as you're saying, it compliments your face and
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
it's
people
just-
always do. They're like, "Oh my god, did that hurt the eye?" And
Oh,
my
yeah.
favorite thing to say, and they're like, "They all hurt, bro. I
Right.
hate getting tattooed."
Right.
Like, I'm a tattoo person. I love looking tattooed, but that shit hurt, bro.
Oh yeah, I'm about to say that's the number one question. Anybody sees somebody else with tattoos, like, did
Yeah.
it hurt? How much did it hurt? And you're like, well, I got stabbed in the arm with a needle repeatedly for 2
for
hours.
yourself.
So just think
Yeah.
about that,
Yeah, and then you got ladies who are like giggling the whole process.
I'll
Like,
be
Just
taking naps.
Getting a
yeah.
back piece, just falling
Hell
asleep on the
no.
table. I've seen a couple episodes of Ink Master like that,
Yeah.
just falling asleep. I'm like, there's not a chance I
Take
could
a
Not
have.
nap.
me,
Just close your
man.
eyes.
Yeah.
Listen
Not
to
a
the hum of the
chance.
machine. It's like meditating.
I
Real easy.
suppose. I couldn't do it.
Uh,
That's fucking funny though. All right, so with TrapDoor Tattoos, you got quite the anime inspiration in the shop. Obviously I'd figure you're a big anime fan.
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All fucking shapes and sizes, man. I always tell people that I was into anime and manga when people were making fun of you for it.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to sit through all that, and now it's cool. So
Yeah.
hey, at least we're getting the recognition now.
Right. So with that being said, what's some of your favorite animes? Like,
I hate when people ask me
I
that.
know it's one of the worst questions you can ask somebody because there's so much.
I'm
There's
gonna hit the basic, like Hunter, fucking.
okay.
Let's say I would say Hunter. Obviously, fucking. If I'm gonna be real cheesy, Naruto, fucking Dragon Ball Z. I'm not a big One Piece guy. I haven't.
What's your favorite like newer anime? I feel like there's been like a really big boom in anime, like especially
Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw Man is pretty
That's a good
fucking
one.
good.
Chainsaw Man, and the new one. I've been preaching it for fucking before it came out, but Kaiju number 8. I feel like that's gonna be
okay.
another big one that people talk about for a minute.
I haven't heard about that one. I have to check it out. Well, I'm gonna say one of my favorite recent ones is Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yes.
Yeah.
That shit
that's
is
a good
fucking
one.
fire.
That's another class. Like that's like the new big 3.
Right.
you know?
Yeah. I feel like especially within the shonen category, you kind of get like the same base story, but with like different characters. But like even in each anime, to me, it doesn't feel like it's the same story with different characters. Like there's a
Yeah.
different dichotomy between the characters.
Unless it's Isekai.
I've never heard of that one. What's that?
It's like the Born in Another Dimension animes, like
okay,
yeah.
reborn in another world with
Yeah.
my leg half short and I have a dog. Like
There was
Right.
a
Like-
one. There was a big one that just came out about being like reincarnated as like a vending machine.
yes, yes.
I've seen those ones like
Bruh.
reincarnated
Yeah.
as a blob or something.
Yeah,
I've
That
seen
one
shit
was
like that.
funny.
so those ones I'm like, all right, but like going a little crazy with those.
Right. One of my favorite animes also, I feel like this one's kind of like, not many people have watched it, but it's got a decent following. Made in Abyss.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Made in Abyss is like one of those like, it's one of those sleeper builds, like nobody
For
ever really
sure.
talks about it, but it's so good.
Yeah, I really stumbled upon it too. I was
Yeah.
really just doing my due diligence on the fucking streaming apps. And
Yeah.
saw it and I was like, all right. And the first episode too, like you really like, all right, like what's
You're
kinda
like, this
going
could be
on?
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
And no, the story develops and that shit's classic.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones I've watched it a couple of times and I'm like, it's still as good as the first time I
Yeah.
watched it, man. It's so
Um,
good.
There's there's another anime called Radiant that it reminds me of. It's kind of the same
Okay.
vibe, like one person venturing into like a new world to explore and stuff. Like
Interesting.
cool. Yeah. Radiant's got the action sequences in that are fire.
Oh, also one of my new favorite animes, Dr. Stone.
Really?
Yeah,
haven't seen it
fucking,
yet.
I'm
Really?
a fucking nerd.
I haven't watched it yet.
I'm
but
a
I heard
fucking
it's
nerd.
really
It's like
I'm
all
so
science
mixed
based.
on it. Like, bro, when he's
Yeah.
like, all right, and we're gonna build this thing, and it goes
Right.
like, talks
I
about
like
like,
science.
we started
We
from
need to
the
get the-
wood, like,
we need to get the shells from the beach to pound them into powder. And I'm like, bro, I could
Yeah.
actually do this. Like,
Yeah.
it's funny at the
I'm
end
like
of every
taking notes. Like, all right, so I'm
at the end of every episode, they're like, this is actual science. What we do in the show can actually happen if you follow these steps. And I'm
so
like,
crazy.
that's
So
wild as
good.
fuck that they
Yeah.
took that as a concept. But it's really fucking interesting if you're kind of like a dork and like all the sciencey kind of shit about
I
it.
love science.
Oh yeah, I love it. It's so fun to watch. But that kind of leads us into the album of the week. So
Yeah,
or the film of the week rather. Sorry.
there you go.
So this week me and Theo switched again. So I chose an anime related film. Have something else to talk about with you guys. So the film of the week is Ponyo. So I'd never even seen Ponyo until I chose it for the film of the week.
Really?
I'm saying I've been wanting to get into Studio Ghibli, but I don't know. It's always evaded me. Like I'll go to watch it and I'm like, damn, I ain't got HBO. Fuck.
It's so
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Yeah. 'cause
Yeah,
why
they
would
do put it on,
Where
like,
they
that?
have
the
like
page.
all the Studio
'Cause they
Ghibli
know
catalog on
They know
there.
people
They
want to
know
check
I'm
that
gonna pay
out.
for it because
yeah.
I definitely
Right.
did.
Yeah,
I got the free trial at least.
There
same.
you
Just
go.
We'll see.
like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Knock them all out in them 7 days.
Man, that's
Yeah.
the one too. Like I was just talking the other day about the Hayao Miyazaki, his animation sequences.
Yeah.
Yo, the big scenes where it's just like the big water scenes.
Yeah,
bubble.
it's so
Even
cool.
the first
Yeah.
10 minutes where he has he discovers her on the beach and the little fucking the waves follow him up.
Yeah.
And you're like immediately
what
like,
the fuck?
yo,
You're like,
what's
what just happened? Hold
Yeah.
on, what the fucking water's alive, dog.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I was about to say the animation style of it is so fucking cool. The colors that they use,
Yeah.
you just
Yeah, man's
Beautiful.
knows what he's doing.
yeah, he's made so many really fucking great movies. Like I haven't seen him personally, but from what I've seen, culturally,
Yeah.
the movies
yeah,
just have such a big impact, and still making them today. With what's the newer one that came out?
The Boy and the Heron.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I haven't seen that one either, but it looks super cool.
I
Yeah,
missed
that's
it.
the only
and
one I haven't
need
seen.
to see it, and I don't know
Yeah.
if they're ever gonna give it to us anywhere. So I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, it's been a minute since it's come out, and there
Right.
hasn't been any talk of like DVD
Yeah.
release,
Yeah, it's
streaming
true.
release, nothing.
Yeah.
Maybe you can find like a bootleg.
Yeah.
I know, but
Yeah.
don't pirate, kids.
especially Miyazaki, man. R.I.P. Miyazaki.
But Theo, you ain't been into the conversation in a hot minute. What'd you think about the film of the week?
It started out very weird. I was like, what am I watching?
Yeah, he was watching it. We worked together, and he was watching it, and he was like, literally 2 minutes into the movie, and he was like, "What the fuck is going on?" And I was like, "You're 2 minutes into the movie, dog. Just watch the movie."
It's so
Just
good.
Yeah.
But
You gotta wait for
it
it.
definitely did get really good.
I was about to say, what do you think about
After a while.
I think one of the coolest scenes in the movie is when Ponyo makes the boat big, and like they do like
Yeah.
all of the mechanisms on the boat. You know, they work in just a bigger scale. I thought that was such a cool little premise in the movie.
When Ponyo turns into a chicken.
Oh yeah,
Half
yeah,
chicken.
I love that.
A little
Yeah.
chicken mode with the little stick arms and legs.
Her whole character design is super cool. Like
Indeed.
like her hair getting longer too, as it
Yeah.
progresses, and her turning more human. And
There was
Yeah.
one.
So
there was one
cute.
motion like when she first finds Sosuke like at their house, when like she lifts the pail up and then she becomes human. I was like, hold up.
yeah,
Didn't she just have chicken
yeah.
arms and legs? What the fuck just happened? I'm so confused.
So good.
Yeah.
And I'm about to say, I feel like especially in that movie, they give you a sense of like how she uses her powers without like directly telling you like this is what happens in order for her to
Yeah.
you know help whoever in the situation that she's in, which I thought was really cool as well.
Yeah, I also like the slow development of like you realizing how strong she really
Yeah.
is, how vital she is to
Right.
the ecosystem.
Like
Yeah.
towards the end when she's running on the water, when
Yeah.
they all are like the big fish. It's so cool.
what
That's
I'm
like my
saying. That
favorite
shit's
part.
Cool, yeah, that's
So
that
cool.
animation sequence is.
Beautiful. Yes.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I feel like the whole movie, like I don't know what they did for the animation, but it's so well done. Like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
underwater scenes, you know, they're fucking crazy as shit. You have this underwater world within like this bubble, you know, with another world inside of it that Ponyo lives in. You're like, how the fuck, you know?
Yeah.
It's so confusing at first, but you know, you get further into this story and you learn all about it. But
The dad's little contraption to water himself.
yeah,
Yeah.
like, is that
shit was
weed
cool.
killer? We don't use that.
Yeah.
He said, what? I'm just trying to stay alive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can we talk about how beautiful Ponyo's mom is? Like the reveal at the end, she's like
Yeah.
a big old sea goddess. Are you kidding?
Oh yeah, I thought
So
that was
good.
super cool. Like
Yeah.
the father like references her in the movie, and you're like, are we ever gonna get a look at her? And she comes out, and you're like, so this is why Ponyo is so powerful. This is crazy as fuck. What? She is really pretty in the movie too. It's crazy. All right, so you got anything else about the movie, T?
Not really. I mean,
Fair enough.
basically
Alright.
covered it.
Weird ass animation movie.
I would say anime is usually not Theo's forte, but
Yeah.
you know I like to get him introduced every now and again. I try to have him
Yeah,
start
yeah.
Naruto, but
And even like Miyazaki is like, you gotta at least appreciate how pretty it is. you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's so much. Another thing with anime that like really entices me is all the different art styles that they have. You know,
Facts.
especially like you know Naruto versus like Mob Psycho or something like that.
Yeah,
You know,
that's a
like
good. Those are good references. Yeah.
yeah, like
Mob
there's.
Psycho, the art style on that is so unique.
I've
man.
been watching that too recently. It's so cool the way that they do like the.
How far in are you?
I'm like halfway through season 3.
Isn't that the last season? Season 3?
I think it is the last
Yes.
season.
Yeah. Okay.
think so.
Yeah, that season. That's like.
So like
That's season
the broccoli had
five.
just sprouted. And,
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
yeah. There's just like that big fight between him and I forget what the little guy's name is.
Little green guy.
Yeah, I forget what his name is, but
Davey
yeah.
knows. What's Mob's the bad guy Mob fights the little green guy?
Dimple.
Dimple.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. I'm about to say I couldn't have told you if you gave me time, but
Yeah, I say, give me a little bit.
yeah, Mob Psycho. It's taken me a little bit of time to get through it, but
Yeah.
slowly but surely I'm getting to the end of it. It's super fucking cool, the art style. That I love it. You know
Yeah.
how complex and
Really
simple it
explosive
is.
scenes, yeah.
Right.
Like
You know.
when he gets mad or upset and the whole scene shift
Right.
change. It's cool.
It just like everything starts happening, and you're like, holy shit, this is crazy as fuck. But with
Yeah.
oh yeah, it's such a good fucking show so far.
Yeah.
Hopefully the ending is as good as the series is, but
Yeah.
we shall see.
It is, but it's like any other anime ending where you're just like, okay. I
Right.
guess I have to be happy with that.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand that. So, all right, let's hop on into the album of the week. So, Tito, you chose the album of the week. Tell us a little bit about why you chose it.
So the album of the week is "Moment of Truth" by the Red Clay Strays, and there's one song on the album that I just came across, and I was like, "This is a really good song."
Give him a second to pull it up.
Yeah, it's gonna take me a second.
It always happens. You figured we'd have this figured out by now.
"Wondering Why" is a really good song that I liked on the album.
I'm about to say you just randomly sent me an album, which is
Yeah.
you know, essentially unheard of from him. You know,
Yeah.
he'll more likely to send me 17 TikToks than send me an album, and I'm like, okay. So I gave it a listen, and I was like, all right, this is fucking cool. You know,
Yeah.
I figured it would be some like maybe late aughts, early teens. 2010, 2012 type stuff, and I looked at it and I was like, oh, this is pretty fucking recent, dog. This
Yeah.
is cool. You don't really see a lot of newer bands reaching for that kind of sound, like
Not at all, man.
like Black Keys meets like Dirty South
They had like
rock.
gospel influence.
Right, they have all
and-
sorts of
yeah.
stuff in there. It was really fucking interesting.
Yeah, definitely not a genre that I normally delve into.
Uh-huh.
I was genuinely, I have like 3 of the songs I added to my playlist. just 'cause
Hell
I was
yeah.
like, this is a jam, man.
Hell yeah.
I listened to the whole thing front to back just to give it its I
appreciate it. Hell yeah.
no, I was real surprised. And again, like I said, I looked into like, oh man, this has got to be like 10, 20 years old. Like, oh no, it's last year. Like, what?
Right.
Yeah, it was good. My top were the bass line and the intro, just like that fucking opening line, fire. Heavy Heart, I thought that song was just so smooth. And bro, Killers, the message in Killers and his story build up.
Mm-hmm.
Woo, buddy. I like to always like do research on my bands or
Yeah.
whatever. But I don't know who the fuck's singing or like the songwriter, but that man's fucking killing
Yeah.
it, bro.
I
Like,
must say-
his voice,
Right, he
and
has a
the
super
story.
fucking distinct, really fucking interesting
Yeah.
voice. I felt like.
Yeah, and it's like classic rock. Like it's
Right,
so,
it
like,
reminded me like the early like Black Keys kind of stuff,
yes, yeah.
just like that raw, gritty kind of, here's what it is. We're not gonna
Country,
doctor it
maybe?
up, right?
Like,
You
yeah.
know, just dipping, from like Kentucky kind of sound,
Yeah.
with bluegrass rock, and then dip southern, and then you go over to Georgia, get a little gospel feel.
Yeah,
it just
yeah.
had like the
Facts.
the heartland kind of feel,
I did read they're from Alabama.
Oh, really? That makes
Yeah,
sense.
That was super cool. I was like, that's random as hell.
Right.
Everyone was in the comments was talking about how Tennessee wished they had a sound that was coming out like this. They're
Yeah,
like,
I
that's
feel
the
like-
closest you could probably get to it. But these Alabama boys, man, I was like, that's cool.
I was a lot of really fucking interesting music comes out the South,
No joke. Yeah.
Louisiana, Alabama, Florida. They got some. I don't know what they're feeding the musicians down there, but
Yeah. Facts.
keep doing it, man. Y'all
You
making
ever
some
heard
good
of
ass music.
St. Paul and the Broken Bones?
Yeah, I have. Yeah,
Yeah, that's another Alabama.
super fucking cool
yeah.
group. Yeah,
Good as hell. Yeah. Another vocalist that's just like, oh, fuck it. Like,
right. I found them on. You ever heard of Tiny Desk concerts?
Yes,
That's where I
yes.
found
Tiny
them at.
Desk.
Yeah, I love
That's
Tiny
my
Desk.
jam. If
I watch those all the
If you're
time.
an artist on Tiny Desk, immediately got my love. Like,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, okay, I got
Right.
respect. Like,
I'll check you out at least.
Yeah.
You got NPR's attention. I'll at least give you your debut.
definitely.
But as we were saying, this album is super fucking cool. I'm making an album right now. We're trying to aim for like October, November to release the album.
Oh, yeah.
And I originally began playing with one of my good friends from like middle school, and we started off with like a real heavy Black Keys influence. So I'm trying to like dig back into that bag of like just those
Yeah.
really fucking interesting, cool, distorted kind of solos and stuff.
That's cool.
Just a
But
little
you
bass line and
Play
shit.
guitar?
Yeah, I play a little bit of everything.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Jack of all trades, but master of none.
Yeah, same.
But
Exact same, yeah.
yeah, I do a little bit of everything, but nothing too good.
Well, so why would I play the accordion, my man?
Oh hell yeah!
Hell
yeah. Hell yeah! I was about to say if I had one, I'm sure I could figure it out.
Yeah, that's exactly it, man.
I'm about to say whatever's close. That's what I learned. Like my
Yeah.
buddy started playing guitar, and I was like, that looks so cool, man. I wish I could play guitar. He's like, well, just learn how to play this, and then I've been playing guitar for 12
That was
years.
bass,
So.
man. He said, I play guitar. I said, you got to play bass, man. We're going to be a band.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
He said, hold up, we got a band. There we go. We need a drummer. All right, somebody get a drum kit for Christmas. Boom, there we
Oh,
go.
Man. The drummer's the hardest part to find, man.
Yeah,
You find a good drummer.
for
I'm
sure.
like, all right, bro, you ain't never leaving. Like,
Right, you gotta.
we'll
You
lock you
gotta
in my basement. Like, it's done.
you gotta hold on to it with a firm
Uh-huh.
grip. Make sure they don't go nowhere. That really is the fucking meat and potatoes of the band, the drummer. You know.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of times, especially in this album, you know, the drums are super fucking cool in the album too.
The
Like,
whole band is so clean
right,
with
it's
it. What I wonder too is if they did a, an open recording, like when everybody just plays live.
yeah, like a
and
jam session recording. Yeah.
Or if they did everything individually and like layered everything, because it's just so it's so clean. And
Right. It seems like they're just all in that same group together.
And
It's
everyone
just,
says in the in the comments, they're like their performances are fucking amazing. Like you've never seen them perform, you got to see them.
oh, I'm sure it would be such a good ass
So I'm
live
like,
show.
All right, man. Yeah.
If they ever come to town or anywhere near, I'll have to check them out.
Yeah.
It's super fucking cool, a little group, you know.
Yeah, if you don't mind me, how did you discover them? Like what?
Yeah. How'd you come across them?
Just scrolling through trying to find a song to listen to.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I
Oh,
mean,
Just on some
I've-
random playlist.
I've always had like a weird taste in music, and I like to just find new things to listen to. So
yeah.
I just came across them one day, and I was like, "This is a good song." And
Yeah,
so I just
yeah.
Hell yeah.
No, they got the sound, man. I'm probably guessing that they're probably gonna blow up in the next couple of years if they have, like
Yeah,
more than
for
they
sure.
are.
I must say that album, if it's in any inclination on what they're doing in the future, you know, that shit's
Yeah.
gonna be crazy as fuck. The modern day Black Keys damn near.
Facts, yeah.
Well, the Black Keys are damn near having a comeback right now. So
Really, yeah.
Black Keys 2.0, I guess.
Yeah.
But either way, super fucking cool sound. Super cool group. Oh, jeez. Sorry. Trying to get my chapstick out of my bag. All right.
Keep them lips moisturized.
You got it.
Yeah.
You got it. All right. So I'm running out of things to talk about. You guys, you got anything else you want to get into? You ain't even got to be movie or music related. Just
No, we'll just go over some current events at the shop. We got June Pride event is coming up. We're gonna be doing an event for Pride.
hell yeah.
Have our doors open. Irvington always does like a big event around then, so we're gonna be a part of that. We're doing. We have T-shirts. We just did a new line of T-shirts that feature one of our artists who are in the shop. We're gonna try and do them every month. Do an artist featured T-shirt. They design something. The shop
Oh, yeah.
releases it. But yeah, it's.
I'll shout out your guys' Instagram and stuff real quick.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's what? Hey, our Instagram is TrapDoor Tats, right?
No,
Is it
TrapDoor
TrapDoor Tattoos? Yeah, I always get that fucked up. So
We'll put it in the description either
yeah,
way. We'll
at TrapDoor Tattoos. Yeah, and then Nomadic Tattoos and Stung by Stacks.
hell yeah. We'll put you guys in the description and
Hell
click
yeah.
down there and figure them out.
Cool.
But for Pride, you guys gonna do another flash event? You think?
Yep. That's gonna
Hell
be
yeah.
our couple month break, and then we're hopping into that.
Hell yeah.
As far as what specifically, we're still kind of working out the details.
Right.
But we're definitely going to be having our doors open. We most likely will do a flash event. Probably have merch, and then the big goal too is to donate to a local cause or agency that will
Hell
kind of
yeah.
do a direct effect.
Hell yeah.
So hopefully that's the goal.
That should be super sick.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you guys got anything else you want to talk about? T, you got anything else?
I think we
No.
covered it all.
Awesome.
I think we're good.
Hell yeah. I want to say thank you one more time for listening. Appreciate you guys. Linktree.com/JAK Productions. That'll take you to all my hoo-ha. Linktree.com/Glasshouse Films will take you to Theo's short film and Instagram and whatnot. Yeah, that's all we got for you. Want to say thank you.
Thank you guys.
Appreciate
for having
you.
us on.
Thank you guys.
Yeah,
See you
yeah.
in season 2. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Appreciate you guys big time. That was cool.
Thank you guys for coming on.
Yeah, definitely. I'm glad you were honest too, because like,
What?
talking my ass off. You was like,
Oh no. I was like, I'll figure out where to fit.
no, that's why I was like, I know you've seen Ponyo. So that's perfect. Yeah.
I love me some Ponyo. That's
It
like
was
top
super
3
fucking
for me.
good, man.
Yeah, no, that was super cool. I really appreciate you guys letting us do that.
Thank you
I feel
so
like
much.
the tattoo shop vibe was cool too.
Yeah, it was nice to have you guys
Yeah.
or have us over here. I was thinking about having it in my apartment, but I was like, that's all the way in Greenwood and it's small as shit. I don't know.
No, we
I
love
was
having
down
people
here.
like hosting stuff at the space too. We do
Yeah.
like comedy nights and all kinds of stuff here.
Oh hell yeah, that's what's up.